It's a difficult start.
The economy of Los Angeles is based a lot on the creative arts. Our museums are growing, ever growing. We have colleagues here, obviously, Mocha, Hammer, and also, and Getty. We're also here at the Academy Museum, which is our partner, and Amy Homo, who's the director, could not be here today, but I sent her greetings.
This is the pace that we use to guide our works. Even when this means moving slowly, it might mean taking pauses. It means having parts of the year deliberately set aside for research.
Que he venido desarrollando durante 2 o 3 años atrás, pero me gustaría retroceder un poco más.
I am a mestizo, or as the Bolivian sociologist Silvia Rivera Cusicanqui calls it, a chaje, a mix. I have Mayan indigenous ancestry, but I'm also a descendant of Spanish colonial settlers. Mayan passport. Before moving to LA, I lived in Europe, in 3 different countries for many years. Here I am now, drinking matcha lattes and calling Los Angeles home.
Marketing for this exhibition, and in fact for the 2 families that were involved, the Siravis and the Havinis, we were exiled in Sydney for a period of time due to that conflict.
Time ago I gave a talk at the Australian School of Television and Filmmaking and asked, why do you make films? And everyone was sort of river. And then eventually someone said, we want to tell stories. And really the title of my piece, which might be here, was Why Do We Make Art?
Yeah. So one example that came to my mind.
To people, you have 3 rules, like I said, of the site, etc., to allow the artist the primary voice, and the idea of trying to redefine who's Aboriginal, who isn't. So in my career, so to speak, I fought that all institutions have to have an Aboriginal curator.
Listening to even one phrase like working at the speed of trust, thinking about what that means, thinking really about all of the value systems that underlie these ways of working and thinking.
Huge civic function that we provide, but we are volunteers, and there are 15 of us. And I also just want to remind you all that next year, at the end of next year, we will be having our elections again.
To stay relevant, like the next 5 years for some people might mean a collection underwater, right? Like, how are we talking about collections and lights and all these things that, yes, okay, are relevant for some, but like the gravity of what's upon us is something that I think needs to be grappled with in the time that we have,
the
right?
tone and the language that we use as organizations. It means, on the one hand, of course, the propositional, the fact that
Understanding what is truth, what's false. I think he's working on us. So just wanted to share that.
From the other workers in our museums, I would love to hear from the cleaners, from the administrators, from the people that are doing
experience different art practices and work with women artists.
Little by little, but assertively, with urgency, because we can't wait. I mean, we can't tell people to wait. So.
Thanks to the partners who support Ukraine, thanks to institutions, and thanks to all of you who support us. And I would like to say
thank you for waiting.
We know that this is very ridiculous, but we don't know why.